All right, so my name is Sean Hamilton, and this is my video ingestion project. I am showing my PSA for the Hope Heart Institute, and that is the project that I have shot because my demo reel, I would really like it to kind of speak to the nonprofit sector and to the kind of independent documentary producers. I would really like to get into that field. And so that's where my demo reel is going to be kind of aimed at. And so this is my ingestion project for that Hope Heart Institute's PSA. Now, I have in my vault and in my demo reel, I have created the Hope Heart PSA where I have my HVCHD file, which I then ingested into using the media browser. I set up in my project folder two bins, the 15-second and a 30-second, because the Hope Heart Institute wanted a 15-second PSA as well as a 30-second PSA. And so within the media browser, what I did was the first four, there was 8 total video clips, NTS files inside that directory. And the first 4 I know were the first 4 takes for the 15-second. So what I did was select all of these and use this import function through the media browser, which then put them inside of my 15-second bin. From the 15-second bin, I looked at the first, which I titled 15, and then because this was the 15-second one, and I wanted to be able to see it within my my timeline. So what I did is this is all of the directories and the metadata in which that I was going to change. So the first 6 were the ones that you provided, and as well as the ones that I provided, which was the shot location, the genre type, which will be the PSA. So the project name, which is the Hope Heart PSA, and the director, which was myself, the client, which was the Hope Heart Institute, and the description, which would be the also a description of the clip was the Renton Firehouse. So that's the metadata that I have chosen to do. And so the tape name, I named the 15-second. The description was the Renton Firehouse. Scrolling through, the scene was the Hope PSA. The shot was the first shot. The client was the Hope Heart Institute. The scene again and the shot name. And this is where the shot date. So on the original metadata from the HVC HD, when I imported the MTS, it did actually import the shot date of when that footage was actually taken. So I am hoping that this will be able to be included into that proof that this is when I actually shot the data. The only other way that I can prove that is that the email correspondence from the Hope Heart Institute addressed that we would be at the fire station tomorrow, which I got this on January 31st. So that was actually included into proving that it was the February 1st was when I actually shot the footage. I didn't actually get the firefighter to either say the date or hold up a sign with the date. So I apologize for that, but that is how that I'm proving that I actually shot it this week. Now going back to this is where I continued on, and the shot location was the Renton Firehouse, and then I just went through and the genre was a PSA, because I wanted all of my footage to be kind of included into like what genre of footage it is, so that if I needed to search for it through this function, I could just search for PSA and find all of the PSA footage. When it comes to making a specific demo reel later on for all the PSAs that I've done, I would like to be able to kind of identify it that way. So as we scroll through, We know that this is take number 1, and again, my client is the Hope Heart Institute. The project name is actually the Seattle University Basketball Game PSA, because this Friday, the 12th, we're actually down at Key Arena. There's a Seattle University basketball game, and the Hope Heart is actually showing this on the big screen, so they've invited me down for a big showing of it, which is kind of cool. So director is myself. The camera move, it says aerial, but for some reason I've tried to delete that multiple times, and for some reason it just keeps coming up. So the day of the shoot, and that is the metadata for how I have ingested it.